Robin, thank you for joining us this morning. Let's get to the main question that I think a lot of people have. When did you decide, did the JetBlue board decide, you know what, we think that that Spirit is the airline that we should be partnering with. Let's put in a rival bid.
Hi, Phil. No, thanks for the question, and good morning, everyone. Obviously, the sort of the landscape is something that we think about a lot, and we've watched a lot of consolidation happen here in the US, where you have four large airlines that control about 80% of the market. And so for the rest of us, I think we're always thinking about, or certainly from a JetBlue perspective, how can we best compete? And so we've been thinking about that, and we see this Spirit offer, this Spirit transaction, as really a way to turbocharge JetBlue's organic growth and the ability to do something much more quickly because of the order book and the presence that Spirit have, and really just bring more low fares and the great JetBlue experience to more customers. And so we've been thinking about it for some time. And then, obviously, once the Frontier Spirit deal was announced, we had to make a decision, and we felt that the benefits were compelling.
Robin, the big concern that's out there, regulators, and whether or not the DOJ will sign off on this deal. In fact, that's what Frontier hit at when it responded to your bid yesterday. In fact, they said in it, unlike the competing Spirit-Frontier combination, an acquisition of Spirit by JetBlue, a high-fare carrier, would lead to more expensive travel for consumers. In particular, the significant East Coast overlap between JetBlue and Spirit would reduce competition and limit options for consumers. I mean, they're saying it right there. They do not consider you guys a low-cost carrier, and they do not believe that you will have low costs with Spirit. What do you say to that?
No, I mean, first of all, we do expect a lot of regulatory rigor and review of this transaction, just as there would have been with the Frontier Spirit merger. I mean, as I said earlier, we've had a lot of consolidation, and that's something I know that the regulators have expressed some concern about. What I would say is, when I think about the benefits of a JetBlue Spirit transaction, is that you don't have to choose between great service and low fares. You can have both. I mean, we have a Blue Basic fare, which is our fare designed to attract the most price-sensitive customer. But we also offer other things as well. We can offer buy-ups to more bundled fares. We can offer more legroom. And let's remember, Phil, even customers buying our Blue Basic fare, they're getting on a JetBlue airplane. They're going to get more legroom. They're going to get free Wi-Fi. They're going to get free TV. They're going to get free drinks and snacks. And yes, the price is clearly important, and we must always remember that. But people want more when they fly, and JetBlue can bring you both.
Robin, if the DOJ comes to you and it says, okay, you can buy Spirit, but you've got to unwind your Northeast alliance with American Airlines, would you do that? And do you think that that's a possibility?
Well, I think these deals are very complementary. I mean, when we look at the benefits of the Northeast Alliance with American, I mean, JetBlue is 50% bigger this summer in New York than we were 3 years ago, enabled by the NEA. Between American and JetBlue, we've created a third viable competitor to compete with the other large two legacy airlines. Our True Blue members have access to the American network and some of the benefits of now flying on American. I mean, the benefits of the NEA for the consumer are just so pro-consumer. I don't see how you could for a minute say that you should trade that for this. If we were to walk away from the NEA, JetBlue would get smaller again in the Northeast. You would have less flights that we'd be able to do. I mean, for all the destinations we've added, we just added Milwaukee and Kansas City. One of our legacy competitors reacted to that and added it too in the Northeast. So the NEA is already driving more choice for customers and more competition. And so we certainly don't think about, should we trade the NEA for this? These are two very complementary deals. The Spirit transaction will allow us to go outside of the Northeast and really complement what we're doing with the NEA.